Hey,
Hey,
how you
how's it going?
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. It is so great to finally meet you, Mr. Janczar.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah?
It's
Yeah,
over. It's
is
over. It's
is over.
done. It's complete.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Huge sigh of relief.
Now, I do want to jump into that picture behind you. I
I
want to,
noticed you looking, yeah.
yeah. I'm infinitely curious as to what that is.
So this is actually the poster for the
Mm,
pitch, the official poster.
yeah,
And as you can see, myself and my co-star here,
yeah,
looking, oof, I mean, I can't speak for myself. I question, oof, I don't know what's going on here, but
right.
my co-star, John,
Mm.
looking great as always.
Oh,
And
okay.
you can take the rest of it. These two little, you know,
Yep.
lumps going on here are actually the bellies of pregnant women
Oh,
um,
okay.
in their
Yeah.
third trimester. And
Yes.
if you watch the movie, which as you have, I'm sure you can
Yes.
kind of
Yeah,
put two
yeah.
and two together what's going on here.
I think I do. I think I do. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can also notice, I won't give away too much, but there's something in my teeth as well that I'm
Yeah.
holding.
It looks a little sharp. Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yeah. That's a good observation. Yeah, it is.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess we'll just get right into it. I'm gonna ask you some questions just about you personally, um, the pitch, your experience on the pitch, and I guess other stuff that I may think of. So, you ready to get into it?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So, I mean, just tell me about your character, Tom. I want to know how you would want to express him to the world.
Okay. There's a lot to unpack here with Tom.
Sure. Sure.
He's definitely a wild a
Yeah.
wild a wild spirit and a free one at that.
Mm,
He is very expressive,
sure.
very um emotive,
Mm,
um
mm,
very energetic,
yes.
and someone with maybe who's been through, some difficult things in their life,
Mm,
and that has influenced him and that continues to influence him throughout the story of the pitch, to make some decisions that might not always work so well.
mm,
But he's
okay.
definitely, again, free spirited, free spoken,
Right.
and he's got his best friend Hank, who they've known each other for years, and Tom really just wants to enjoy life,
Yes.
honestly. If there's
Hmm.
one thing that he definitely would stand by is he's trying to enjoy his life
I
to the
could tell.
fullest.
I could tell watching it. Yeah. Um, excellent. So to kind of go off of that, if you had to compare like an already established character from a movie, TV show, comedy movie, whatever, if you had to compare him to Tom, who would Tom most represent?
Hmm. So for a character and also sort of a performance to an extent, although I would never claim to
Mm,
be remotely close to the
sure.
chops of this actor, but my mind instantly goes to, and it instantly went to as we were first writing this, because I had seen the movie not long before actually we started writing the script.
Hmm.
And I wasn't trying to make it that character, make Tom into that character, and we weren't really aiming to do that.
Hmm.
Um, but it just felt very similar to Jim Carrey in The Cable Guy
Right.
as
That's
the
a
Cable
great
Guy.
movie. Yeah.
It is. It is. I'm as of right now probably my favorite Jim Carrey movie.
Really? Okay.
Still more to watch. Well, Eternal Sunshine's really good as well.
Mm,
Um, but in terms of mostly a comedy, definitely Cable Guy, really good. I feel like almost a little underrated.
mm,
But just the way that his character is very inspired by movies, you do get
right.
a good amount of that here with Tom. Um, the method in which he tries to build his friendships, like the Cable Guy is definitely very aggressive and
Mm,
like can be almost a bit too like can attach himself a little too much. I do feel a bit of that in Tom in a way.
sure.
And again, very free spirited.
Mm,
I've already used that word 3 times now,
yeah.
but I do think it fits.
It's
And
a good way of explaining. Yeah.
and as I was continuing to kind of try to feel this character out from a performance perspective, it did feel similar in tone,
Mm,
I will say, not in performance, but in tone
right.
to a Jim Carrey sort of performance, like really wild,
Mm,
very expressive, and really trying to take advantage of every moment that I'm on screen to bring as much energy
mm,
and as much excitement and chaos as possible. I think
right.
that's a lot of Jim Carrey's roles, not all of them, but many of them
Yes,
sort
definitely.
of reflect that. Again, I'm nowhere near the actor
Mm,
of what Jim Carrey is, but
right. Might get there eventually. We'll see.
that would be a long road to go. But
Mm,
yeah, that would be the number one for me.
all right. Awesome. Now, could you tell me what was your favorite scene to shoot, and also what your favorite scene in general is in the pitch?
Okay, in terms of shooting, um, on the day, there's a few good ones. But I would say I think it's gotta be the montage.
Mm,
I think there's a couple others that are close, but I'm gonna have to go with the montage.
right.
I mean, my co-star and I, John and I, we had such a blast shooting it.
Oh yeah.
We had our buddy Brian film it as well, and
Hmm.
he seemed to have a good time too. And it was just fun to do like something that's like kind of
Hmm.
very musically inclined, without giving too much away. And
Right.
it was just a lot of fun, and I think it also shows. I hope that it shows in the movie. Oh, and I need to answer. I'm sorry. I need to
Yeah.
answer favorite scene in general.
Sure.
Favorite scene in general. That's a little tougher because it's like, okay, what really came together, you
Hmm.
know, through the edit. I mean, the montage was really good to shoot. I'm not going to use that one again, but
Right.
that it would be up there. I don't know if it's the number one, but really good scene. Uh, John's character Hank,
Mm,
uh, is there's a lot that could be spoiled here, so you got to give me a second.
sure. Take your
Um,
time.
but it starts in a classroom,
Okay.
and then it continues outside, and he's talking to somebody. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
he's attempting to talk to somebody at first, and then he
Mm,
finally gets into a conversation with them. I
right.
think it's just it was a fairly complex scene to shoot,
Hmm.
so it took quite a bit of thought from a direction perspective. And I'm actually not even in the scene, which I think is to its benefit. Um, but um, but it was really fun to shoot and to kind of work everything out. I
Hmm.
think John and the other person who I will not give away for spoiler reasons, but they did a really great job as well.
Mm,
And um, I think they did great going working with each other. And I think it also came out really well and is quite a funny scene. And there's a lot of
yeah.
fun camera moves and
Hmm.
other things and
Right.
sounds, and
Hmm.
I'll leave it there, not to risk spoiling too much.
All
But
right.
I think as a whole, that's my number one.
Fantastic. I'm sure he definitely enjoyed that also. Now to go on continuing with the pitch and your overall experience, what have you learned from your first movie making experience, and what would you do differently now, if anything?
Well, there was a lot to learn for sure.
Yes.
And the very first thing is that it takes a long time. And
Yes.
like, of
Hmm.
course, I sort of knew that, but like, especially when um, it's the majority of the work is just between two people, it's like,
Mm.
wow, it's a lot.
Sure.
And to
Yeah.
go, not only that is it like just the two of us, but like we go from the very beginning of pre-production where
Mm.
right from writing it to making the edit was it was a lot
Right.
and a lot of long hours, and it took a long time to do this, but I'm glad it's complete, and it came out in a way that we really enjoy, that we think is a really good
Hmm.
showcase of our abilities and some of the ideas that we can bring to the table. And yeah, it was just overall a good experience. Things to like, couple key mistakes maybe to look forward to fixing in the future, I think, is being a bit more set on like Okay, schedules and availability, that was a really difficult thing,
Right.
that John and I had to work around
Mm.
between ourselves and also the cast and other crew who helped us out, which we're
Right.
really appreciative of.
Of course.
Um, but to get things a bit more set earlier on would be nice, and also, scene transitions was something that
Mm.
we noticed we were having issues with at one point, where it's like, okay, how do we make things a bit smoother going from one scene to another and things like
Right.
that, and making sure that the camera operates in the correct way to serve the scene that it's in, but also the scenes around it.
Hmm. Fantastic. Um, so actually, you've kind of previously already answered one of the questions I was going to ask. So I'm going to move on to kind of a follow-up of to what I was going to ask. Is there an actor and or director of who you would like to work with more the most?
Who I would like to work with. Director wise, I think it would have to be Edgar Wright.
Mm,
Um, he is currently my favorite filmmaker, period, full stop.
yes.
He's made so many movies that I really enjoy from
Mm,
a variety of genres, which I really admire as well. He has quite a bit of versatility, and I really like how he has a very distinct style.
mm,
It's not exactly this sort of style that I feel like I would do, but I still really admire it. And I just like
right.
movies that are that where you can really feel the director
Mm,
in the movies. There are other examples too, but I'm gonna stick with number one, Edgar Wright. I also just he's so knowledgeable about film too,
mm,
and so it'd be so nice to just I really enjoy just listening to him talk about movies. When he does interviews and when he,
right.
you know, just discusses film, which he does a lot because he watches a lot of movies, and I
Mm,
really like that, and I like the sort of films he makes. They really are catered to me. So
yeah.
I think for director, that's the big one, and actor might be a bit more difficult, just because there is less of like a clear number one for me.
Mhm,
Um, hmm. I mean, I think I'm just gonna go with my instant gut feeling, and that would be Samuel L. Jackson. I
mm,
mean, he's
yes,
just been in the industry for so long.
of course.
I adore his delivery of lines, and he's
Yeah.
been in so many great movies, and he's delivered so many great performances that
Mm,
he would definitely be my number one. To have Samuel L. Jackson reading something that I wrote and performing it would be
that would be
unbelievable.
awesome. Yeah.
That would be unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, both those guys are fantastic in what they do.
And two guys I wish would work together as well, actually.
Yes.
I was actually just thinking about that recently. I'm like,
Mm,
man, Samuel L. Jackson delivering an Edgar Wright script.
mm.
Make it happen, please.
Yeah. Definitely have to give him a call.
Yeah.
If you personally or someone else, like another director or something like that, were to make a biographical film about you personally, who would you want to play you in that
Mm,
film?
good question. That's a difficult question. You might have to give me a moment
That's fine.
to try to think
Take
of
your time.
this. Man. Okay. I'm just gonna go with what I think would be a pretty cool casting. I don't know how well it would fit. Um, but a guy who has a lot of range. So he could really, and I think he would really like be able to dive into a role like this because he's the type of actor to do that.
Mhm.
My brain is going to Ryan Gosling.
I was just thinking about that.
Really.
Hmm.
I I I don't know. I just think of movies like I think Drive, which is
Hmm.
a movie that it's not a movie that I like adore, but like it's a
Right.
really interesting movie, and that's a very certain type of performance. And to go from that to something like Barbie and the Nice Guys,
Mm. Right.
and you know, I mean, there's loads of other movies I could rattle off, but not off the top of my head. But if you give me a second, but
Right.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean. He has a ton of range,
Hmm.
and I think he's got. I mean, he's just a fantastic actor as well,
Hmm.
and I don't know I don't know, like, his off-screen personality, if that really fits in with me, because oftentimes I can help with, like, a performance. I don't think it really does,
Right.
but, I mean, he's the type of guy who could really just kind of
Hmm.
make it happen. Plus, he has blonde hair and he's white, so
Yes. Yeah.
that also helps.
It does. Okay. Now I have to ask, going back to the pitch itself, would you ever reprise the role of Tom? Perhaps in a possible sequel or spin-offs?
Ah, hmm. I don't know if I can fully answer that.
Okay.
It was quite a uh, it wasn't like an incredibly challenging character to play, but it did take quite a bit just because the energy that had to be brought
Right.
uh each and every take to kind of capture this character. And also it's a very difficult character that I'm also very curious to see how audiences respond to.
Mm, fair
Because
enough.
definitely the morality and the where what exactly the sort of role that Tom plays in this story, I think is
Mm.
something that can actually be kind of debated a little bit, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
And I'm very
Yeah.
curious to see how people respond to him
Mhm.
and how they perceive him because I think he can be perceived in quite a few ways
Sure.
and they can and multiple ways can be correct.
Mm.
And that makes his character sort of interesting to me. And so I think I would lean more towards a yes. I think I
Okay.
would.
Okay.
Um, but time will have to tell on
I'll get back to you in a few years and see
that.
what comes about from there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find out.
Sure. Um, just two more questions for you.
Okay.
Is there a dream role or character you would like to play? Now, what I mean by role is like there's a certain kind of character that you would like to play, whether he's like, the scruffy something whatever dude, or like
Yeah.
uh, the action hero or something like that, or like an already established character like I don't know,
Okay. So
Spider-Man
it
or
can be
something
either.
like
It can be
that.
a more general or like a specific character. Okay.
Yes.
Um, I would like, hmm, action hero would be really fun. I mean,
Mm,
that one just jumps out because like who doesn't want to be an action hero?
right.
Maybe a lot of people, but I that would be really fun.
Would you do
Um,
your own stunts?
I would like to do quite a bit. I don't think
Hmm.
I'm Tom Cruise level or anything remotely close to that, but I'd like to
Nobody
do a lot.
is. Yeah. And last question for you. So obviously this is your first time doing anything like this. Um, but what are your hopes for the O2 Productions Co. company? Like where would you like it? Where would you like this filming duo company like to go? Where would you like to see it?
I mean, absolutely as far as it can.
Hmm.
But at the very least, so far as we can get a fairly regular crew of some kind, so we can kind of spread the work out a little bit more, maybe
Hmm.
beyond just a few people.
Right.
Um, and I'd like for it to be in a place also where um, I can maybe focus a little bit less on the acting side, maybe,
Hmm.
as I see myself more in the writing space
Okay.
slash possibly directing.
Right.
Um, so I'd like to get more experience working with other people to try to act to perform
Hmm.
the things that I do. So that's like kind of near future in terms of like bigger picture. I'd like to make give myself a diverse filmography,
Hmm.
give us a diverse filmography, myself and John,
Right.
and while still enjoying it though. I don't ever want to lose the idea of enjoying the idea of making movies
Of course.
and not having it be about okay, well, what's the thing that can just get people to, you know, pay to see us or something like that.
Right.
I want to still be focused on the fact that we are fortunate to be making movies and that it's a really fun thing to do. And I don't want to lose sight of that first and foremost. So
Of course.
go as far
Fantastic.
as we can, try to get more eyes on us and see where the world takes us.
Awesome. Well, do you have any final remarks that you would like to say or
Yes. Tune in on December 31st for the pitch releasing on YouTube. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah,
all right. Well, Mr. David Janczar, thank you very much for your time. It has been a pleasure, honor, everything above to finally meet you.
thank you very much. And I appreciate you. And thank you. You had fantastic questions.
Mm,
And I hope to see you again very soon.
yes, 3 years. We'll talk about the sequel.
Right. Exactly.
All
All
righty.
right. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.